You see, bringing someone out of the pocket universe is not easy. Bringing them in is fine, but once you leave the pocket universe, your body, age, etc. revert to the point they would have been at had you not left. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Cosy Reads. I hope you've all been keeping well. Here we are once again around the fire and ready for another story. In today's story, we'll continue with Regalion. Now that Max and Co have made contact with Scathe and Jezebel, we will see how they will interact with each other, visiting old ties for Max and asking questions about the past of their world to help shape its future. Oh hi guys, it's so good to see you all. As soon as Max saw Jezebel, he was surprised. The pocket universe works differently from his realm, and even our realm. Time in the pocket universe moves quicker than in other realms. Due to this, people cannot stay in the pocket universe for too long, or else they die of old age much quicker than they should have. Scathe is unaffected because she is immortal, but a month in the pocket universe would equal a year in Max's realm. As such, Jezebel was in the pocket universe for 4 months, but to her, 4 years had passed. And because of that, Max was now looking at Jezebel as a young adult. She was 17 when she went into the pocket universe, and now she was physically 21. Max felt like an older brother watching their sibling grow at an exponential rate and being proud of the woman that she had become in less than a year. While it had only been 4 months, it had felt like forever since Max last saw Jezebel. Ever since she was rescued by him and Scarlet, the trio became almost inseparable, until Jezebel went to train with Scathe. The overwhelming emotion of seeing her again almost made him well up, but he shrugged back the tears and spoke to Jezebel. "Hey hon, how are things? How is training going? Hopefully you're not running Miss Scathe ragged," Max told Jezebel. "She is hotter-headed than you were, but she's more skilled, if only lacking discipline," Max heard Scathe say as she came onto the line. "Hey, who are you calling hot-headed? I'm the least hot-headed person I know. I'm like cold-headed. Yeah, that's right. I'm so cold-headed that I may as well not have anything in there." "Wait, I didn't mean that," Jezebel exclaimed. Even as a kid, she was always hot-headed, shouting and getting into unnecessary conflicts all the time. But a trait that Jezebel had, which was very difficult to come across, was that she was fiercely loyal. Jezebel would always protect those that she cared about, no matter the cost. Scathe smiled at the remark that Jezebel had made. Then she turned to Max and Co on the line. "How may I assist you? Do you want passage to my realm, or do you want Jezebel back?" Scathe asked. You see, bringing someone out of the pocket universe is not easy. Bringing them in is fine, but once you leave the pocket universe, your body, age, etc. revert to the point they would have been at had you not left. The only difference would be the knowledge, skills and experience that was gained while away, which would stay with you. So for example, Jezebel would go back to being 17, but she would have the same knowledge as when she was 21. The pocket universe then rejects you until your age in your realm matches the age that you were at when you left the pocket universe. This is how it regulates its time. Because of this, to pull Jezebel out early would be detrimental, as she would not be able to go back to train until she turned 21 in her realm. Luckily not yet. You can keep Jezebel for a bit longer. I wanted you to explain the past of our realm, where the daemon came from, and the threat that they pose. We also wanted to ask you about a special amulet. I believe that it is linked to the Banished or maybe the Godforsaken, but I'm not entirely too sure how, Max explained. "Hey, what do you mean you can keep Jezebel? I'm not some lost puppy. You'll be glad to have me back." Max heard Jezebel shout out. Butrid and Celeste remained silent. For Butrid, it was because he couldn't care less, but for Celeste, it was because she and Scathe never got on. It was as if there was a sort of rift between them. It seems like Celeste knows something about Scathe that for whatever reason she will not explain, but because of that they hardly converse with each other. They do not hate each other, nor do they really dislike each other. They just have an unspoken thing. Bree was stunned by everything that was going on. Max thought that she was going to collapse from how overwhelming the situation was, but she held her own. She was barely processing everything, but she was still processing. You wish me to explain the story of the past to this young girl?" Scathe asked, motioning to Bree. Hi, I'm Bree." That was all that Bree was able to muster. Scathe gave a polite smile. "It is a pleasure, Bree, which is also extended to your companions, Max." Scathe's eyes flashed over Celeste, and Celeste met her gaze. "I shall explain the story of the demon, and their ties with your realm. But be ready, for this story is not a short one, and there is a lot that I must cover. Are you sure you're ready to listen?" Scathe turned to Bree and gave a polite smile. Yeah, I'm ready to hear what you have to say. I need to know about this amulet and how much of this world my grandmother knew about, Bree said with newfound determination burning in her eyes. Good, then I shall tell you all that I know. Scathe moved her hands and the line widened. The window where they were talking to Scathe and Jezebel through became wider, and images started to flutter across the window, shaping the story of their past. And that brings chapter 6 of this story to an end. I hope you're all enjoying this series. With Max and Co making contact with Scathe and Jezebel, Bree has done well in keeping her composure. It will be overwhelming for anyone to first meet a goddess, but when you have something you're fighting for and your conviction is strong enough, you won't let that stop you from learning what you need to learn. In the coming installments, Scathe will tell the history of Max's realm, discovering how that history can affect their future. But until then, I hope you have all sufficiently warmed up and that this story has brought you some level of comfort. I wish you safe travels on the journey of life, and feel free to come back again whenever you need a new story to warm your day.